And we're live. Back in high resolution, high definition. Welcome to Beyond Babbitt. This is your host, Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. Well, Babbitt, what are you going to do today, Babbitt? Try and take over the world. Same thing we do every day, Babbitt. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining. Where have I been? Long story. Long story. We'll get into some of it maybe. But I had to get a new phone. My other phone got fried. Yeah. So the elf is coming, guys. I don't mean the Keebler elves. I'm just going to go with that since that's what we started with. It's a lot of news. They told me I got a warranty on this phone. 1 year. So if it's fried, I can just take it back and get another one. Every time they fry it, I can get another one. Yeah, I'm not in a place that has full bars, but I'm in a place that has enough to where we shouldn't be having this type of problem, these issues. Let me say that word, ELF. ELF. Okay. Well, when I was born, right, still on Marfugal, oh man, a lot of drunk callers, a lot of high callers. I couldn't really get any information out of it. I tried. Not this time. I couldn't get anything out of it. But I mean, I'm already, yeah, I'm already familiar with what he was talking about. I'm going to discuss some of that as well. But it's kind of a distraction. So in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, I was on Mark Fugel. I made some comments in the live chat, and G-Dog was on there. He said, "What's up, Babbitt?" Yeah, I shouted out. So, but I couldn't watch the whole thing, man. There's too many callers calling in. I don't know what's wrong. You know, they didn't, you know, it seemed like they, I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. Yeah. So, what everybody's been talking about is, and this is for the last few days. I'm just gonna do a recap. So, the U.S. had a CFO of a Chinese company. And you know, all Chinese companies are run by China. It's state run. Had her arrested in Canada. What's the name? Something Wee. This is a crazy name. But they had her arrested. Said she was doing business with somebody we had sanctions on. The U.S. had sanctions on, and they were still, you know, China claims everybody's intellectual property, so they were still doing that, you know, giving that out or something, giving that away. So Trump had her arrested in Canada. Canada's still holding her. So that's ratcheted to tensions, right? Okay. Not only that, I believe it was today or yesterday, a high-ranking China general said next time the U.S. sails through here, we're talking about the Sea of South China Sea. Now we're calling it the Sea of Taiwan or something. We're not calling it the South China Sea anymore, but it used to be international waters, and we used to do freedom of navigation. You can go through there, international waters. Now China said, no, it's ours now. We got military bases right here. Y'all, nobody can come through here no more. We still doing it. So the guy He's high up. He's the head, basically. He said, next time they sail through here, we ought to send 2 ships. One to stop the U.S. vessel, and another one to ram the ship. What? You gonna ram a warship? Hmm. Okay, that's not it. That's not all. So, Russia has sent 2 nuclear bombers to Venezuela. And it said that China's down there as well. And the Iranian Navy is down there. Yeah, bully games. And the Iranian Navy is sailing over there. So the bases are loaded. Basically, they're saying, if y'all going to play in our backyard, we're going to play in y'all's. Now, personally, I believe North Korea is down there as well. So let's check out. Let's check out what happened here a few years ago. North Korea currently has 2 satellites launched. And every day they fly over the United States. They just circle 2 satellites. Just continually flies over the United States. And it's been speculated that those satellites have nuclear weapons inside of them. They make several flights a day. It doesn't circle the whole globe. It just continuously goes back and forth over the United States, orbits over the United States. Space-based weapons. The next war is going to be about that. So, so we believe that, and you can look it up. I believe it's called the Rod of God. The U.S. has something like that as well. Yeah, that's nuts. So North Korea has 2 satellites, they believe, that has the space-based weapons, like nuclear bombs in them that they can just shoot down, circling the U.S. China has a killer satellite. This is a satellite that can basically fly around another satellite, and it somehow something opens up and it comes in and eats the satellite, or it can explode it and the other satellite destroys. This is a weapon that China has. And Russia has also new satellites, but the capabilities are unknown. Okay, and so we know that China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea are all meeting in Venezuela with military equipment. The Iranian Navy, Russian nuclear bombers. They're not saying North Korea, but I just have that feeling North Korea is there, because North Korea was recently in Cuba. They were in Venezuela for something that happened there. I don't think everybody went back home. I think after that little meeting, something's going on. Now, one of the reasons that, yeah, exactly. Oh boy. So one of the reasons that Venezuela is in the problem is the West has had sanctions on Venezuela for a long time. So they hate us. They really hate us. And so they're doing business with all of our enemies. Okay, so we just arrested a Canadian, in Canada, this Chinese woman with this company. Now, that's going to be a problem, because China's been saying, y'all need to erase her, y'all need to release her. She needs to make bail. I think it's all a distraction. Reason why I say that is because if history is true, if history is correct, there's always a financial collapse before the bombs start dropping. If you'd ask me, I'd say we're still about 3 months away. The Ides of March. March, April is when we go to war. No, she's not a spy, but China, really they are. All Chinese companies are owned by the state, and they do spy. And they violated our sanctions that we had on these countries. So we had her arrested. U.S. law. So, the Chinese military is suggesting ramming U.S. ships. So it's tensioning up. I mean, it's ratcheting up. And China's also suggested that they should sail to Hawaii and trouble us there. Yeah, that's U.S. territory. They said they want to sail to Hawaii with their Navy and cause trouble for us on our side of the town. Okay. But I think it's all too early. I think all of this, because I read a report the other day that's been unreported. Independent journalists, I don't know if it's drone or helicopter or plane, they've been watching the caravans down there. They got shot down. It's all right. It's all right. They should be joining us. Hopefully. They probably don't know Babbitt is back. Babbitt is back. Okay. So one of the independent journalists got shot down trying to watch the caravan, like, on our border. And it's been underreported. So some bad things are happening. Some bad guys are coming. So the guy that time that said we got Russia, the Honduran guy was like, we got a big army helping us. He said, Russia is coming. That's what he said. Remember? The one that had the glasses on. We don't want to say, but we got Russia coming. And he said Chile. He said we can call Chile. Russia's in Chile. But Chile's right there by Venezuela. So he might not have been lying. Another guy recently, independent journalist, filmed this guy. It's all in Spanish, but Randall, RKTNN News translated it. He poo-pooed it. Oh, he was all over. They're not gonna do nothing. Trump is gonna do this. Trump, they can't hang with the U.S. He hung up on the guy he kept cutting the woman off. She was trying to report it. She was like, no, Randall, listen. She was like, the original video, they put it up, and some people put it on Facebook and all that. And she said she even downloaded it and saved it to a hard drive. And they live in D.C. Thank you. And so she was like, the husband was like, okay, I'm gonna take this to the Senate. You know, I'm taking this to the White House and stuff tomorrow. Let them see it. But when they woke up in the morning to look at it, it was gone. It was gone. She downloaded the video and saved it to the hard drive, but it was gone. It was nowhere to be found. So they found another version of it that had been edited. It wasn't the original one. So I'm like, uh-oh. And Randall was like, well, then if you don't have the original video, he played the video, the guy was talking, and he was like, them people saying they coming to take everything. They said this is theirs. They said it's theirs anyway. They said they ain't coming to ask for nothing. They were saying we're gonna take it from the gringos. They said whoever got the biggest house, we coming. We're gonna take all the wealth. That's what they said. That's what those people are saying. So they're not coming over here to get jobs, minimum wage, and we need a job. We poor. No, they said it's theirs. They want the biggest houses. They want all the luxury. They want all the money. This is what they gave. This is what they translated them as saying. And Randall just poo-pooed it. Oh, no, they're not gonna do nothing. Donald Trump, the U.S. military. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody's invincible. Nobody's invincible. Well, their military, they don't even have a helicopter. Man, come on, man. Nobody is invincible. So, I believe the guy. I believe that video because he was like, well, where's the original video? She was like, I told you. They took it off my computer. And he was like, well, that lets you know that they were scared because she was like, no, the government. She said, who has the ability to go in my computer, which I saved in my hard drive, and take it out? He just kept cutting her off. Thank you for calling. He just hung up on her. I'm like, man, this guy is really, you've been drinking too much Trump juice. You need to calm down and listen, man. These people were concerned because that would make me concerned. If I download something and I save it, they're not supposed to be able to get in there and get it back. You see, like if it's still on YouTube or whatever, then they pull it down. Okay, that's one thing, right? But if it's mine, I downloaded and I saved it, and all of a sudden they just come in there and get it out. Uh-oh. There's some higher powers. That mean this guy around is like, he doesn't have the power to get an army together. Well, he got some hackers or somebody up. Oh yeah, they can get it. Shoot, they got that video, and luckily there was another version of it, which wasn't, but you heard the gist of it, what the guy was saying. And the guy, matter of fact, the guy now lives in Mexico. He had bombed somewhere 30 years ago and was in exile. They didn't send him to jail. Now, if you bomb somewhere and you don't go to jail, you connected. You connected. They know he did it. He in Mexico, been in there. They gave him asylum. He's connected. High up. So, that's the real issue, guys. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. I witnessed this yesterday twice. Looks like Spanish speakers, okay, at the red light, when your light turns green, their light is red, they just keep going. They keep running the light. They held people back so long, I just start hitting the horn. Y'all get out the way. If y'all scared to go, long as, it's never been like this before is what I'm saying. This might be some of that caravan that got in here. They don't respect our laws. They're going to do this type of stuff. It's to destroy, Your light turned green and theirs is clearly red. They still coming. And they just keep coming. Just running the light. And they got the people in green just sitting there. I'm like, man, shoot. Somebody going to have to get out there. Somebody going to have to take the chance. Yeah, so you can't have fear. See, they coming in fearless. They knew if they keep coming, you're not going to go. They light red, yours green. They don't care. They keep going. You're going to have to sit there. They don't care about our laws. They don't care about our way of life. They say it's theirs. But tell your roommate hi. All right. So, I believe a lot of the caravan has gotten in here. It's gotten in here. They're being funded. And their job is to soften it up, to destroy the infrastructure. The war will come later. All the military and stuff. March, April. That's my guess. And also that big storm, I forgot the name of it. This is the first time I've heard them name like a snowstorm. They say it's the worst storm to ever hit America. It's already bad. Over 500,000 people without power. I'm estimating it's probably 1 million or more. And they said it's going to get worse as the week progresses, as it gets... Yeah, Diego, yeah. They should have named it Diablo, the devil. So, it's going to get worse as it gets closer to the weekend, this mega storm. Yeah. So this is what we need to be watching, guys. Y'all got 15 inches? Whoa! Wee! Yeah, man. This is the big one. This is the big one. So they first have to, the U.S. is a formidable, in the mountains. Oh, yeah, North Carolina, they keep saying that's where it's going. So, the world knows that the U.S. is a formidable fighting force. So they have to cripple us first. Right. They have to cripple us first. So you see what's happening in California. First the fires, then the floods, then the mudslides. And they get in the snow. And the snow is all across the U.S. It stops. It's in Texas, but it's above us. It's Amarillo is where it stopped. And it's going to get worse as it gets closer to the weekend. So that's bad. That's going to cripple us. That's going to take everybody out to fight. But our military, with the planes and the ships and all that, that's still good. So they'll still be foolish to try to fly or sail over here. They're going to get blowed up. But they can send those people in here armed and just destroy the infrastructure. And you see what happened to the stock market? The stock market been going down like 500 points, 800 points, and then turn around and go up. That's abnormal, guys. It's abnormal. That thing is screaming at you right now. It's a warning sign, red light, red alert, red alert. But people don't care. I texted out to my brothers, and they were like, oh yeah, money's still being made. This and that. And the other one like, yeah, I shouldn't have sold this and that. And I'm looking at them like, okay, just go ahead and ignore it. Just go ahead and ignore it. Just act like it's not happening. And I'm not even going to say I told you so. You see it ain't right. You see it ain't right. Okay, so let those who have ears to hear, hear. Let those who have eyes to see, see. Right? And so, with that said, started out talking about when I was young, had television sets with rabbit ears and antennas and stuff like that. Analog. They were on UHF and VHF. UHF, ultra high frequency. VHF, very high frequency. Safe to the environment, safe to the animals, safe to the earth, safe to humans. But the ELF is coming. ELF, extremely low frequency. Extremely low frequency. Well, what's wrong with that? That's the frequency that your brain works on, that the earth works on, that mammals work on. ELF, your brain works on alpha, beta, delta, and theta waves. Exactly. Alpha, delta, beta, and theta. Alpha, beta, delta, theta waves. They're already reporting, because Europe is ahead of us with the 5G and the ELF, because they go together. They're already reporting it's giving people nosebleeds. It's causing miscarriages. It's causing all kind of stuff. And we don't know if it's causing the cancers yet, but it will. And we don't know the full capability of it. Because with the smart dust, the aluminum particles, you could be remote controlled. You could easily be tracked. You can be remote. You can really turn into a zombie. Along with they did MK Ultra experiments. I believe it started in the late 50s. They claim it ended in the 70s, but it's probably still going on. And they used LSD, drugs. And they said it was easier to mind control people with certain drugs. Think about the opioid problem. Yes, we have to pray for each other. That's the only thing that's going to break the spell. So think about the opioid problem. How I reported the other day, it was like 250-some million subscriptions wrote for opioids in 1 year in the U.S. See, that's one of the drugs they can use to control you, along with the smart dust and the ELF frequencies. So the thing is going down. And so I started off saying that my phone, I had to get a new phone. And it's because they fried it. They destroyed my battery. I even had people to tell me that when they tried to watch my videos on YouTube, it took 20 minutes to load, it ran their battery down. They said they stopped watching. So they stopped trying to watch them because it always ran their battery down. Well, I go to some quote-unquote conspiratorial sites. My battery would be fine. Anything I'm watching, if I'm watching anything else, entertainment, it lasts forever. I go to conspiracy sites. All of a sudden, you can see the battery might be at 80. And it start ticking down like a second. Beep, 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 beep. Then it turn itself off. And it finally turned itself off, and it didn't come back on. Even with the charger on, I put the charger on it, it'd be going down to stop. It start going up. Then it's like the AI take over and choop, 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 choop. Yeah, yeah, it is. And it chirp, 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 chirp. So they just tore my phone up, right? So I had to get a new one. This one has a warranty, so they tear it up. I'm gonna get another one. And they tear that one up. I'm gonna get another one. So what happened was with this phone, when you register and everything, I believe the AI is already taken over. The AI was supposed to take over the internet effective January the 1st. January the 1st. A few more weeks. The left brain AI. And the right brain AI is supposed to come 2025. It's basically supposed to read your mind. The demon-possessed computers. D-Wave quantum computing. So, I believe it's already taken over. Because I do some e-commerce things online, and it wouldn't let me do it. It's like they were punishing me. You know, like how they do in China, the social credit score. If you say something bad about China, they turn you off. You know how they black holed Alex Jones and he's in a black hole in cyberspace somewhere. They turned everything off. Yeah, they were mad at me because of my videos, and I'm trying to upload something else. You know, e-commerce. It has nothing to do with this at all. Even with the new phone, it just error. Try again. To upload 7 items took me 6 hours. 6 hours. I'm telling you. Internet was fine. If I stopped trying to upload and I went to go watch a video or anything else was fine. But the e-commerce, they tried to turn it off on me. They're mad at me. The AI is mad at me. So they've already taken over. It's going to get worse. So the revolution will not be televised. See, you ain't seeing nothing on news. The so-called protests in France is now spread to Belgium, Sweden, and about 2 or 3 other countries. You're not hearing that. You're not seeing that. Oh, the UK is in it now. What you call it, the vest. But it's all a ruse. The news is reporting that. Yeah, they will. They will. But you can't be afraid of it. This is we got to fight it. We got to let them know that you're not going to stop us. You see? We can't cower to them. So the news is reporting that the Yellow Vest protest, it's the end of the New World Order. You know, because they say that the French people done brought out a guillotine and put Macron face on and all this stuff. And I'm like, nah, man. The protocol of the elders of Zion, man. They control both sides. You know what I'm saying? That's going to bring in the New World Order. The slogan is, yeah, stand up and fight. But the slogan is, order out of chaos. They have to create the chaos in order to bring in the new order. Yeah, so they want them to protest. They want them to burn it down. So they can, the phoenix rises out of the ashes. That's what that bird, the mythical, I don't know if it's mythical or not, but they tell us it's mythical. The phoenix is the bird that, you know, goes in the fire, burns up, and comes out of the ashes anew. That's the picture that's on the phoenix, exactly. And it's the picture that's on the Economist magazine, January 1988, and on the new Economist magazine with all the burning currencies. But this is the last year for the dollar. We got 3 weeks left in this year? Think about that. This is the last year for the dollar. So this war stuff and the Trump stuff is to keep us off watching the southern border and watching the economy and the dollar, the stock market. It's a diversion. Oh, they're saying they got something on Trump that they can indict him. But at the same time, they come out and Comey, they're reporting that Comey said there was no collusion with Trump. So Q hasn't been right. Nobody's been indicted. Hillary hasn't been jailed. You know, the indictments are for the good guys. The indictments are for the patriots. General Kelly's leaving. See, this is what's worrying me. Yeah, we're in for a ride. And I'm thinking they're going to the underground bunkers. You know, there was some people speculated Bush might not be dead. He might have already went to the bunkers. And we start to see the shakeup happening. People starting to leave. Maybe they're going to the bunkers too. And they're going to leave us out here to deal with this stuff. But if history serves us correct, it's always a financial collapse before the bombs start dropping. So they're softening us up now with the quote unquote caravan, the migrant army, and the stock market. That's really what you want to keep your eyes on, because the military buildup has been happening since 2008, all around the world. So the war's coming, but the crash is coming first, and we might be lights out for a while. So make sure you have what you need, because it's going to be a cold winter, and we might be in the dark. And so with that said, I when I was off air for the past 5 days or something, I went through a tough spell, man. It was a rough time. And I was seeing I always ask the Lord to show me the people around me. I don't want nobody around me that shouldn't be around me. He showed me people. He showed me things. And I see how they act. I see who's real and who's not. I see people's motives. And today, Psalm 23 happened. Yeah. Psalm 23 happened. You know where the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not want for nothing. Yeah. But it gets to the part where it say, He prepares the table for me in the presence of mine enemies. I mean, I'm going to sit there in front of you with this table He done prepared, and I'm going to feast. I'm going to eat. And I know you're my enemy, and you can't do nothing to stop it. Yeah. You can't do nothing to stop it. He prepares the table for me in the presence of mine enemies. I could tell it was some people, because you got to make moves when situations don't look. You got to make some moves. So some people looking at me like I was falling off, and look like they might be enjoying it, or might want to gossip about it. Like, no, it ain't what you think. It ain't what you think. It's not what you think. I'm still blessed. Yeah. And so today something came through. I got a call. Everything's good. Everything's good. So everything's all, And now they seem really mad because the table is in front of me. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, G-Dogs. All of the above. So my table is prepared. I didn't prepare it. He prepares the table for me in the presence of mine enemies. You ain't got to hide, because they ain't going to come take my food. My God done prepared it. And that also, that's in Psalm 23rd Psalms. See, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. And then John 8:32, man. And ye shall know the truth. All right, Garrett. Yeah. All right. That's what's up. Psalms, I'm telling you. And so John 8:32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. It's like after I start peeling the layers back to the onion, just peeling that onion, just getting down to it. I'm so free now, man. I'm so free. It's when I be around people that's not free, that low frequency, it makes me feel, I can feel it coming off of them. You're not dragging me back down into that. I'm free. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a higher vibration. All that venom you spitting, I can't. Nah. It don't even feel right. I feel it getting into my spirit. It's static. Now we clashed. You don't even know it. I can feel it. I don't even have to say nothing. But I'm free and I'm blessed. Thank you, Johnny Justice. So that let me know. I had 2 dreams last week. I can't really talk about them. Disturbed me. Really disturbed me. And I see what it was talking about now. After today, the dreams were warning me. It was saying something to me really loud. And after today, I just got a lot of information. Yeah. Yeah, I can't talk about it. But it helped me understand that something is coming. It's coming soon. One of them was almost like a reoccurring dream. Guys, it's going to be bad. I think it's bad now. Robberies are going to accelerate. You're going to have to watch everybody. Before 2019, yes. Yeah, well, I can't really talk about it. But I just have a feeling recession, yeah. Some other stuff is going on. You have to learn how to move in silence. Social media is going to get a lot of people caught up. Everything right now is a game. It's not. I saw the movie over the weekend, The Fifth Wave. It was my first time seeing it. That type of stuff. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Yeah, we talked about that, Devil Dog. Personally, I don't think we should worry about that until another 3 months. We got other things that's pressing right now. The Fifth Wave. If you haven't seen it, that's the type of stuff that's about to go on. And crime is going to be off the chain. If you call the police, they're not coming. Main thing you're going to have to worry about is robbers and jackers. Maybe women will have to worry about rapists. But this is coming soon. This is coming as soon as the financial collapse happens. And the financial collapse is on the horizon, guys. Gregory Manarino told me he's not even adding to his position. He's just watching it. Yeah, he should be saying, pull out. Pull out. But he's not. I can't give any financial advice, but personally, I'm not in the stocks. I know plenty of people still in there, still making money. See, but greed gonna get everybody. They say pigs get slaughtered. Yeah, Civil War. That's what it is. It's gonna be worse than Civil War because it's gonna be gang wars too. Civil War, gang wars, every kind of war you can think of. Somebody's gonna have a reason to fight for nothing. But that's what they want us to do. They want us to kill each other. It's population reduction. That's the goal. That's the goal. And then when we're good in chaos, mass confusion, then we're going to worry about them people that's down in Venezuela. The Russians, the Chinese, the Iranians, and I believe the North Koreans. But right now, we're still too strong. They don't want to chance it. They don't want to risk annihilation. Yeah. They don't want to risk annihilation. If they try to invade now, we'll blow them off the face of the map. We're still too strong. By March, April, you'll see. If you haven't seen The Fifth Wave, watch The Fifth Wave. I'll do that, Devil Dog. I'll check that out. But anyway, guys, I'm just touching bases with you. Good talking to y'all, man. Good being back. We have to learn to move in stealth. I'm really thinking about, I have a Facebook page, but I'm never on it. But you really want to, it may be time to start getting off of social media. Because the purge is coming. Purge is coming. And you're making that job easy. Your phone, I don't know how many people, because I don't do it myself, but when you do it, it'll surprise you. Almost every app that you download, everything that you agree, you agree to the terms and agreements, you agree to your phone using your microphone, using your cameras, the front camera and the back camera, and your contact list. Even if it has nothing to do with that, even if the app you're downloading has nothing to do with that, you still agree that your phone can use it. And what's so bad about it, even when your phone is off, it can still use it. You see what I'm saying? We're in trouble. We're telling on ourselves because the purge is coming. The indictments, I don't see the indictments being for the elite. The indictments are for the patriots. Yeah, definitely, Devil Dog. The indictments are for us. Phone is always listening. People even buy those the Amazon things and I don't know what you call the things, the little circles in the house that you just tell it what to do, and it just, and they've arrested people for just talking stuff, and the thing recorded and send the conversation to the police and stuff. Yeah, Alexa, it just recorded and sent it to the police. This thing snitched on you. Something you paying for. Snitched on you. Or snitched on somebody else. You mentioned somebody now, oh, so-and-so was doing this. Boop, there you go. It sent it off. So-and-so has got. The time is now. We got to start. We basically imprisoned ourselves. It was by choice. We got to break it. We got to break it now. Before it's too late. And it's almost too late. And with that said, guys, let me run. I'm hungry. I'm going to go make some breakfast. But keep your eyes open. Love y'all, man. Godspeed. Take care. Your host, Brian Anthony, with Beyond Babbitt. Over and out.